What really went down at the Battle of Gettysburg? Watch this video to expand your knowledge. So this was a battle that took place in July of 1863 in Pennsylvania, and it was one of the most important battles of the Civil War. The Confederate Army under General Robert E. Lee had been marching north, and they had just defeated the Union Army under General George Meade at the Battle of Chancellorsville. So Lee's army was feeling pretty confident as they approached the town of Gettysburg. On the first day of the battle, the Confederate troops took up positions on both sides of the town, and on the second day, they attacked the Union Center on Cemetery Hill, but those attacks were eventually repelled. On the third day, Lee ordered his troops to attack again, this time on the Union right flank at Little Round Top. The battle was fierce, and the Union soldiers fought desperately to hold their ground. But eventually, the Confederates broke through and began to roll up the Union right flank. It looked like the Confederates were going to win the battle until General George Pickett led a charge that became one of the most famous blunders in military history. Pickett's charge was a frontal assault on the Union Center at Cemetery Ridge, and it was completely ineffective. The Confederate troops were mowed down by the Union artillery and small arms fire, and in the end, the Confederates lost more than half of their men. After the battle, Lee retreated back to Virginia, and the Union Army under General Ulysses Grant pursued him. This pursuit ended at the Battle of Wolf's Crossing, which was basically a Confederate victory. But overall, the Battle of Gettysburg was a Union victory, and it marked the turning point of the war. After Gettysburg, Lee never again invaded the North, and 6 months later, the Union Army was on the march to Appomattox Courthouse and the Confederate capital of Richmond. So that's the story of the Battle of Gettysburg. If you want to learn more about the Civil War, please like and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos.